no se haga, no, no. So it's June 1st. It's officially hurricane season here in Florida. But I want to talk about dry January. The movement of dry January, which means having zero alcohol for an entire month. I didn't really understand the point of it. Because what's the point in quitting alcohol for a month and then after you're done with a month you're just going to go back to your ways and keep drinking? Like, what's the point? Is it kind of like a Lent situation where you give up something you like? But this year, 2023, I did do dry January successfully, the whole 30 days, 31 days or something like that. What I did like about it was I had so much energy. Like, I had no trouble focusing. I could freaking go on work marathons for like 12 hours. I didn't lose any days being hungover or a little tired. Like, even today I'm slightly hungover from trivia, but so I'm obviously feeling a little sluggish. I didn't get good sleep, and that freaking kind of sucked. So yeah, I do miss that from doing dry January, that energy, that focus, and being able to get stuff done. And I completed it successfully, and I was happy to realize that I didn't really miss alcohol. I didn't really need it, so that's a good thing. And I really like that because I was able to get so much done. I was very productive, I was very focused, and I missed that. So what does dry January have to do with June? So we all know that alcohol is really bad for you. And ideally, you shouldn't drink it, no matter this whole notion that you should only have 1 or 2 drinks a day maximum. That's considered to be healthy. Like, that notion is getting disputed. Now the new recommendation is that you should have a maximum of 2 a week for it to have very minimal impact on your body. Alcohol fucks with your brain, your DNA, causes cancer, and a whole bunch of stuff. That aside, those little disclaimers aside, I love the drinking experience, the tradition of drinking. Like, nothing hits better when you're out in the summer grilling, drinking a beer. It's refreshing, it's crisp. It's a holy trinity. Grill, a nice cheap beer, a couple of cheap beers, and summer weather. It's a freaking holy trinity. It's nothing better than having an intimate conversation with someone, sharing a glass of red wine or a champagne, or nothing beats popping a bottle of champagne or savoring a bottle of champagne when you're celebrating something. Friends being silly, drinking together, or having that moment, that bonding moment, lowering your inhibitions and being vulnerable with your friends or your partners, boyfriend, girlfriends. Nothing beats that feeling. That's such an amazing feeling. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's do this really quick. Miami driving. Again, everything in moderation. This is not medical advice. You do your own research, have a conversation with your conscience and your pastor and your therapist if the risk is worth the benefits, the social benefits. So what does this have to do with dry June and dry January? I really like that energy that I have, the focus, the optimum well-being, and being mentally at 100% and being able to deep dive and dedicate myself to something on full warrior savage mode and, you know, just fucking kill it. So for June, I have 2 side projects that I'm working on, and it's going pretty well, and this is an opportune moment to just double down. Yeah, so these dry months, I think I really like the concept of having a start of the year mental cleanse, start of the year sobriety month, and mid-year sobriety month. Again, it accomplishes 2 things. It's an exercise to make sure that you are in control of the booze and not the booze in control over you. So that's a good check. And second, just to kind of rebalance and center yourself, start a couple of hobbies perhaps, or whenever you have a project that you're working on, or say you're on finals, or you're launching something, like it's a good time to be at your 100%, be the best that you can be cognitively, physically. But yeah, and that motivates me. That in and of itself motivates me to take these months, like these full months, sobriety months. And that's it. So having said that, we're going into a coffee shop here in fucking Kendall, Miami. Not a lot of options for coffee, but I'm just gonna go to one that's close by. If you ever decide to do dry January or do a sober month, sober October, sober June, whatever, and if you like beer, it's not going to be hard because there is an increasing amount of brands that are launching really good non-alcoholic beers. So there's a lot of variety now, a lot of good ones, but also a lot of bad ones. So I went to Publix and I found these. So Stella is a really good middle-class, fancy, cheap beer. So I'm very excited to see these. I'm very curious, and we'll have a little review later. But I want to commend Publix for having non-alcoholic beers in the refrigerated section. Like, it's so easy to, you know, look down upon these and not take them seriously and put them on the bottom shelf and aisle number fuck you. But I gotta give Publix kudos for having a large variety of non-alcoholic beers and have them in the refrigerated section, because you can just grab one and just fucking chug it. So thank you, Publix, your excuse on funding the insurrection, and let's see how these taste like. Quick first impression. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Malty. It kind of reminds me of a cream ale almost, but it still has a crispness. And first thought, I like it a lot better than Heineken Zero. Crisp. Again, you're not gonna have a symphony of flavors. You shouldn't expect a symphony of flavors on alcoholic beers, but if you drink this, you won't the flavor won't throw you off, so it won't feel like you're drinking an alcoholic beer. But I like it. I would definitely buy it again. If I would give it a rating, I would say a solid 8.2. Definitely would buy this again. This was $11, $10.50. I like it. Good job, Stella. Solid, very solid.